Have you noticed that everywhere in the world is starting to look the same? You land in a new country and go explore, and you find the same cafes, the same interiors, the same architecture, the same food, the same music. And this goes beyond global chains like Starbucks and McDonald's. The cool neighborhoods around the world are actually starting to blur together. Think about the upscale Roma Norte neighborhood of Mexico City. There's Cihangir in Istanbul, which is a bohemian pocket of the city. And then Seongsu in Seoul is known as the Brooklyn of Korea. Now, all of these places have the same vibe: cool street art, hip cafes, art galleries, co working spaces, and usually an elevated price tag to match. There's actually a name for this phenomenon. It is called cultural homogenization. And it's essentially the process where local distinct cultures gradually become more and more similar. Underlying it all is Westernization, because everything looks the same in a very specific way. Now, social media, of course, is a huge part of this phenomenon, and Western countries dominated social platforms first. Then there's the rise of global tourism and the digital nomad lifestyle. When tourists go to a new destination, oftentimes they'll favor a business that reminds them of home. Local destinations notice and start to optimize their businesses to meet those needs. Capitalism loves these repeatable, proven formats, and here we are today. So is cultural homogenization a good thing? Now, the loss of local identity is one of the biggest conversations around this topic, as well as a power imbalance, because a lot of this sameness follows a Western template. Then there's the topic of gentrification, where prices rise and locals are pushed out. This is happening all over the world in places like Mexico City and Bali. Large swaths of Bali now feel like a new Western colony. Then there's the slightly less serious issue of destinations just becoming a little less interesting. On the other hand, supporters say we now have a shared global language and that places around the world have access to higher quality standards, and also local entrepreneurs have more opportunities to make money. Then there's cultural exchange. So the interesting things that happen when cultures mix and adapt. So think about the spread of matcha lattes around the world, or authentic Korean tacos in Korea, or Japan's open-armed embrace of Chicano culture. So like most things, there are multiple truths, both good and bad. What do you think?